Hey everybody, it's Kenny again, coming to you a little late again in the evening. Yeah, been at work today, so I had to come. I want to show you what I've been doing in my garden area, how I'm putting a fence up as well. And I'm gonna uh, put one up actually around the whole entire yard. But like I said before, when I had a fence within a fence, and this is how I'm gonna do it. So you guys take a look at this. Over here by the window here, um, these are two potato plants that are growing here that I actually forgot about. They just started coming up. And so they are growing pretty tall. I got to add more dirt in it. You can tell the dirt is way down. So I got to just add more dirt into that. Also, my lettuce here and my spearmint peppermint right here are definitely harvesting up. Got to get a lot of that that's ready to be harvested. This tomato plant here is doing an awesome job. It's been blooming tomatoes like crazy. Then, of course, you can see the corn up in there on that angle as well. And it's growing pretty good. The cucumbers here, this is what I had last night doing the pickling. There's actually a lot of those growing. And then these little small ones that spread off in here in the middle part, those are actually another thing, the green bell peppers that I didn't know I purchased. I got it by, I actually thought they were jalapeno peppers like those. But these are actually bell peppers. And then that on the end down there is actually banana peppers. And I'll show you that in a few minutes. And then, of course, the one right there in the middle is green beans. And I'll go around and show you that also. But on this side here, what I'm doing is putting lot lining for my fence. And I'm going to do this around both sides. Still got to get a lot done on this side of the yard as well as on this side of the yard. But the way I'm working and different stuff, you can tell my grass need cutting and all that stuff. And the way I'm working right now, it's a lot that I got to do. But I'm going to still eventually get it. And I want to take you guys on each journey that I'm doing and each process that I'm doing as well, as I told you before. I'm going to bring you on my journey. So I haven't done anything to my this bed over here where I had my sweet potatoes at. So let me show you that because my plan and goal is, and I don't have anything growing in it for right now. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's just kind of like there. This is greens that got to get the seeds out of it. Got to clear all that stuff out. And then, of course, clean all this area out. And so when I get that done, fruit trees are going to go down both sides of my driveway. Definitely want that. And then I'm going to put up another wooden fence down my property line on both sides as well. So that way it can still have a curb appeal, but at the same time, it's going to have a fence. And I'm going to line my fence up all the way down so my property will be different off from my neighbors. Normally, I don't care about them driving on my stuff and everything. But right now, with me setting the fruit trees and all the stuff that I have in mind, I want to have where there's no arguments and stuff. And then plus it'll be lined it out just right. But you can tell that my yard has not been cut, so I got to get that cut. I do got flowers here. And these are some plants that I planted. This from Dollar Tree, $1.25. And they are beautiful. And those are these here. Nothing was in that tire, I put it out. Everything just died. But this is a sunflower seed. These here are, and they're actually blooming a sunflower. They're actually supposed to get like 7 to 8 feet tall, so I can't wait to see that take place. But let me show you what I actually come online for to do. So I'm lining out my garden here, and right now I just got my poles down in the ground. So I started this way last night, and I came back and put two of the poles on this side. And what I want to do is I got to get my grass out of here. A lot of work outside. I'm going to put my fence up, which this will be the first time I ever had a fence up. But I want to put a fence up for two purposes. One, because the deers and stuff that are coming in the yard. And two is because once I put the fence up, I'm gonna make my yard look real beautiful, especially the way I'm gonna put the fence up. So, and plus it's gonna help the plants this way. So this is what I'm doing here. So I've got 3 poles on this angle, well, actually 2 poles. This pole is a pivot pole. And then I got the other poles coming this way, and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. These are flowers I put in here. I wanted to get the bees happy while they helping me out. And so this is the what I'm doing on this part. So, and then on this end here is banana peppers here, green bell peppers on that end. I got a tomato plant here, another flowers here. This is the green bean I was telling you guys about. That's another what is that? No, that's a banana pepper here and banana pepper there. These are green beans here. Got that showing now. That's the green beans. Like I said, I got corn. I did corn last year, and it's been doing good ever since. This bush in the back here is a grapevine bush, and it's called Neptune grapes. They actually bloom. It take a year for them to bloom. I got it for my birthday around October, and my god brother got it for me. And so this one is actually getting to the point. It doesn't have any flowers on it yet. Actually, this was a flower here as well. And so that was there. And then of course I put a container over it, and I got a jar down on the side right here where I add different fruits and vegetables into it. But these are my corn. I do have corn that is getting ready to come. It's starting to progress up. Corn normally would take around about 78 to 90 days on corn can mature up. I usually let it do longer than that. These particular corn is Parish cream corn. I did these last year. They actually produced 2 parts of corn on it. Most corns only does 1 stream of corn. This is green bean here. First time doing green beans. And these are nice looking. I'm gonna come harvest some of these probably tomorrow, or maybe wait a couple of days. Just see what else comes. So here's another one coming up here. That's coming this way. Coming this way. And then of course, like I said, on the banana peppers, so they got banana peppers growing. They are right there. That's going. And this is a Big Tom tomato plant here, just like that one over there. And then of course I got the tomato plants on this side. I'm gonna show you. And that's got a banana pepper on it. It's off in here, right there. So when I put and then of course these are cucumbers. So I got a bunch of cucumbers growing off in there. So when I put my fence up, my fence is gonna come down this front line here. And I left this part open on purpose because this is gonna be my personal gateway into my garden. And I probably will get like maybe another one and go to right here and put a gate on it so I can walk in and out of it. And then plus I might even raise it just a little higher because I'm 5'11", and I want it to be where I don't have to bend down to go in it. So I'll probably take these up a little higher, and that way I have it pretty much there. And I can put like a brace, like a cover over it to help with the sun and stuff. Kind of give partial shade and different stuff on that level. That's my idea of playing on here. I'm gonna bring it over to this side, but before I go over there, let me show you this. And these are my pineapples that I'm growing inside from, and I got a bunch of them ready to come out. So that's a pineapple there. These are pineapples I bought and I just got them rerouted. This is potatoes here growing in this one. This is an apple tree here that's growing. Well, I have to wait some years on that one. This is a hot pepper that is my neighbor gave it to me. This one here is another potato. It's a regular potato. This is my orange bell peppers here. This one here is my red bell peppers. This is my yellow bell peppers, and that one on the end is a green bell pepper with another. Um, it's got another green bean that's grown out of it, which I gotta bring it down. Then over here, these are jalapeno peppers here that are growing, and then on this side is my tom tomatoes, which is a big boy tomatoes, and then over that side I got 5 other ones that are just average tomatoes. And then of course I'm gonna put more stuff on this side as well. And so out in my beds I got carrots growing on one side and I got beets growing on the other side. That's almost ready. These tall ones right here are my romaine lettuce that I can actually come and pour off of here. And I just got a beef down there, and I got 3 cabbages on the back side. Then this bed here, I don't have anything in. I'm actually gonna bring more, and then of course those that's growing in the containers or something just ended up being overgrown. And they're just out there. So I'm about to water everything and give it a good water because it's been in the 90s and tomorrow it's supposed to be like in the hundreds or something. And I want to make sure that the ground is. And I got let me tell you, I got brown mulch on my ground, so I want to make sure it's kind of good and soak, especially for the high temperature heats that we're in. We're not in a heat wave, thank the Lord. But by the time I fix everything that's up, even if we go into a heat wave, it won't affect my crop and stuff in my yard. And then of course, I got to definitely cut the grass and get everything that's looking, get all that clean that mess up as well. But like I told you guys last night, I wanted to come and show you what I was doing. I don't have my fence up. My fence is actually in the house, and I will actually bring it out tomorrow, Monday, the Lord's will, and I will put my fence up. I got it for suppose I'm gonna get me some concrete mix, and I'm gonna cement these suckers in the ground because once they're there, they're not moving. I'm not taking them down. I'm not moving them anything. And I'm gonna actually come on this side of the yard and put some down this side, and then I'm gonna get an archway, which would probably be the ones where I'm talking about. It will anchor to the top, and it will go over the archway. And so these will have 6 archway anchored here, pipe bent over, and it'll be an archway. And I'll bring that archway all the way up to my porch. And the purpose of that is so that I can have vegetables growing over it. Also, it can protect me from the rain, the weather, different stuff like that. And then it'll give overall greatness to the yard and stuff. Oh, and I got my azalea bush over the backside that's growing. It'll produce flowers. Some flowers came up a little bit, but as the time go on, the azaleas will start blooming. They had a really beautiful red and purple looking azalea flowers that will come on the bush. And then, of course, I had to clean all that mess off. They're climbing up the side of the wall over there off of the house and stuff. And so, you guys, I wanted to come and show you what I was doing before it got completely dark on me as well. And I will show you more in the light. So I'm kind of like doing it in the evening time when I get off. And kind of like doing it there. And then, of course, when I have my days off, I would definitely film in daylight so you can see everything what I'm talking about and doing as well. So far, my harvest is coming up good. I did the pickling last night on cucumbers, 4 cucumbers out of my cucumbers over here. Did banana peppers off of these here. Also did tomatoes off of that big boy of tomatoes. Matter of fact, let me show you how many tomatoes are coming up off this joker just to show you what all the stuff is coming up off of this thing, if you can see it. I don't know if you can see it or not. I might have to light it up later. But I edited it and see can I get it lighted up. But just on this one by itself. Now those are there blooming, but this has got this thing is doing its number. It's doing a great job. Like I said, the romaine lettuce are ready to come off. That's a lot of food out here that I got to harvest. And once I get all this food off and harvest it up, it's going to be a great one. I got Persian corn from last year. This is Persian cream corn. And so I have it from last year, and it's the same thing this year. I made sure I went and found that one and got it. I mean, in fact, I got this in at Marvin's, and out of the Marvin's, and I got those barrels of Marvin. I think they was like $5.98 for 6 of them. So I got those. And really, to be honest with you, um, this looked like a lot and like it might be very expensive and stuff. I'm a bargain shopper. I shop bargains all the time, and I just kind of know what I want. I pray about everything. I ask the Lord what He thinks. I move according to His will. Those spirits that don't get it, I don't get it. He said, "Go for it." I get it. And so I know a lot of people like, "Why you do that?" Well, God said, "In everything, give Him praise." So in everything, that means not just one or two things. And this might not seem like a lot to people, but I think about it, everything. I think about how God bless us with a garden. And like I was thinking on the scriptures the other day, um, and I was just sitting down and I was thinking about how awesome the scripture is. We take a seed. Genesis 1:11 said every seed is within itself. And so we take a seed, put it in the dirt, and over the course of say 90 to 120 days, the seed dies, reproduce, forms another, brings up a flower, brings a plant up, then the plant comes up, the flower comes up, then it produces fruit from a seed that you put in the ground. And you know, and it just amazes me that how awesome God is. Think about all this crop here. This area here was grass. I'm talking about grass, just like here, grass. And I was bored. I asked the Lord, God, I need something to do. I'm bored. I want to do something. And I took this patch of grass, just this side of the yard only, and I started working it and tilling it and digging it up and all the stuff. And here it is 5 years later, and look at, and I'm talking about first year it didn't do as good. I got mad, I got frustrated. I was like, Lord, what am I doing wrong? Went and read books and everything. Second year, it still didn't do as good. I got like real frustrated. I almost quit. I went and prayed, and I thought about the scriptures, how much the Lord never gives up on us, how His grace is sufficient, how His love is sufficient, how he continues to come to us and gather us and rescue us and save us over and over again, how His compassion, His love and mercy never runs out. And I said, I can't just let this stop me. So I got up and did it the third year. As soon as I did it my third year, boom, harvest been coming up. And it's been coming up for my third year, my fourth year. Now I'm in my fifth year, and it started coming up. So as long as the Lord bless me to be up on this earth, I'm gonna have a garden in my yard, whether it's at this house or a new house. I'm speaking into existence. Garden is gonna be there, and I'm gonna bring up a harvest. I'm gonna do videos. I'm gonna do my best to encourage every person to do it. It's one of the reasons why I have the YouTube channel. Is to help every person take care of stuff. And this is just a small little section of my yard that I chose. Then I decided this year to expand it out to here. And so, you know, and then I decided to walk off. That was after the tree fell. And, you know, so I was like, and I'm taking stuff and doing stuff. And people are like, that's a lot of money. You're spending a lot of money. And when I sit down and figure out how much money I done spent on this right here, the wood, and the fence, the beds, the dirt, and then just the plants that I got here and the seed that I bought, I'm still under $500. Still under $500. And so, and because a lot of it, I buy on bargain, I buy sales. So I'm probably like at 450 total, give or take a few pennies. And so, and I estimated my spending at 1,000 to get everything done. And because I'm doing a lot of it myself, well, I'm doing all of it myself, it might take a little while, it might take a little longer, but you budget, you shop, you look, you see, you do, you ask, you walk, and you see, and then you start come outside and you see a harvest, you see a breakthrough, you see an increase, you see something taking place, you see food that you don't have to go to the store and buy, lettuce that you don't have to buy. If you're a lettuce eater, I love lettuce, so cucumbers and stuff. So you see stuff that love to eat stuff my baby love to eat. You see the peppers and all this other stuff. You see stuff that you don't have to go to the store and purchase, and it's sitting right here in your yard. The same place where some grass was growing, you got a harvest growing. That's awesome. That is so awesome. And you can add your mulch and all your other different stuff into what God has blessed you with to do. And it doesn't take a lot. I would encourage you and let you know it doesn't take a lot. It's actually very easy to do. The most part it's going to take is time, patience. But when we pray and ask God, Lord, give me more patience. And the first thing the Lord say? Well, this is what he says to me. I'm going to say it to you. Lord, I need more patience. He said, go plant a seed. Lord, I need more. I need more love. He go put me in a conflict that's going to require for me to get love. It's required for me to get grace. He says, go and take care of the things that need to be taken care of. And so when he asked me to go do that, and then he turns around and gives me something different to do it. Like I ask God for grace and mercy. He turns around and takes me beyond that point and give me something totally different to do. And it's just like it never stops. The conflict, the pain, the suffering, the things that we go through. When I think about the goodness of God, how great He is, how awesome He is, how magnificent He is, He gives me something different than me just doing one or two little things. And so that's a blessing in itself on what God does. I had to come inside. The mosquitoes were killing me out there, even though I got a long sleeve shirt on. And I got a long sleeve shirt on because I'm allergic to mosquitoes. But it's a blessing. It's a pure blessing. And so the next time you're sitting around and you're saying, God, I want more love, then the Lord puts you in a situation where you have to have more love. Then you ask God, man, God, I sure wish somebody showed me some mercy. Guess what He does? He puts you in a situation where you have to show someone mercy. It's like it's amazing what God does. And and when I told the Lord I was bored, I was on disability and I was bored, and I wanted something else to do because I had been used to working all my life. So I wanted some other stuff to do. And so when I asked the Lord for something else to do, He gave me a garden. And what's the first thing He gave to Adam after He had created him? He placed him in a garden to do what? To tend to the garden and take care of it. So Adam's job was to tend to the garden and take care of it. He was the steward. He was the overseer of the garden. Well, what's the first thing I asked the Lord for? I asked the Lord I needed something to do. He gives me a garden to tend to it and take care of it. He gives me the mind frame because I didn't know anything about gardening. He puts it in my spirit, puts it in my mind for me to learn about gardening. I learn about gardening. I go to the library, check out books, sit down and read, I research. He put the thought in me to do the garden. I do the garden. And like I said, the first 2 years it failed. It didn't do like I thought it was going to do. But the part of persevering and staying in is needful. Is something that must happen. It's something that got to take place. So he gave me the encouragement, the words, the wisdom, the knowledge, the insight to continue to keep going forward and to be able to do the stuff that I'm able to do. Because why? I asked Him and told Him I was bored. And so He gave me something that that I can be proud of. Not only for me, but I can be proud for Him. I can tell people, look what the glory of God done. Look how awesome it is. God can look down and see the blessings coming up. He can see it before I can. So the blessings will come, the greatness come. Now I sit down and educate people off of something that I didn't know nothing about, all because I asked the Lord about it. That's amazing. And so
I go and research and I study. I find the history. I find out what this is and what that is. And that's like today. One of my coworkers, Miss Krista at work, told me about a purple bell pepper. She asked me, "Have you ever heard of a purple bell pepper?" I said, "No, I haven't." So she said, "I'm gonna bring it to you and show it to you." And so she actually brought it to me today. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go get it. She brought it to me today, showed me the purple bell pepper with the label, and then and I went to go get it back to her. She said, "No, I brought that for you, so you can take a picture, do what you want to do. If you want to put it in your YouTube channel, however you want to do it, and all that, it's yours." I like, wow. So, in other words, she gave me new seeds that I didn't even know existed. So that means that purple bell pepper is going to be growing in my garden right along with the green one, the yellow one, the red one, and the orange one. I mean, look at who else can do that? Nobody but the Lord. That's God all day long. Another seed, Genesis 1 and 11. Every seed is within itself. Again, every seed. So that's another blessing right there. That's a whole different blessing that take place all by itself. And Crystal gave me that today, Miss Crystal. And it's a blessing. Matter of fact, let me go get it. I'm gonna go put y'all here for 1 second. I'm gonna go grab it and bring it back and show this to you guys. Now, have any of y'all ever seen a purple bell pepper? If you've seen any other colors of bell pepper, purple, besides the main ones like the orange, the greens, the yellow, and the reds. If you've seen any other type of bell pepper, any other types of vegetables, I mean, it doesn't matter. If you've seen different vegetables and different things, send me a link. Let me know. Inbox me. Leave a comment and tell me what you saw. If you see like any other different things on banana peppers or different stuff that's like on corn. I got this thing up on my neck, like I'm GQing. Anything that on that level, or any type of stuff for that matter. And you say, "Hey, have you thought about growing this?" Or, "Hey, did you know this is it?" Leave me a message. Comment it. Put it in the comment. Let's communicate on it. Let's dive into it, find the history of where it come from, and let's discover the stuff together. And let's see what happens. I mean, because we we don't know. I mean, every time what God got out here, He got so much stuff out here it just blow our mind and everything. But give me one moment. I'm gonna go get this bell pepper. But check this joker out right here. I am just hold on there. Look at that. A purple bell pepper. Let me bring the light up so you can see. A purple bell pepper. And so this thing here is what Miss Crystal gave me. And the thing of it is that she went out in her garden and she thought something was wrong. She looked down and she thought it was a different type of bell pepper. I think more like a green or maybe a red or orange. And she asked me about it yesterday and she brought it today. And I'm like, "No, I never heard of that." She said, "Well, it's called a purple bell pepper." And on the label, it says that it's very sweet. Uh, on the label, on one of these label forms, I got to find the thing. This ain't it though. But on one of the labels, on the back of the labels, it says it's a very sweet pepper. Now, I never heard of a purple bell pepper. Never seen a purple bell pepper. My manager today also told me, and she said she's gonna check and see as well. But she also told me that there was a uh, white and reddish looking, almost like a pink color bell pepper. And if she find that, she's gonna bring it for me as well. So I'm just excited because you never know what God has in store. I don't have this in my garden yet, and I do say yet, but I will be having it in my garden as well. I'm gonna do some research on it, find out a little bit more on it as well, and I will be taking the seeds out of this and putting it in my garden. And then of course I'll show you guys how they come up in my garden and everything. But again, if you guys see anything that y'all you like, you want to comment on something, please put a comment in there. Put it in the bottom. Drop a comment in there. Ask me questions and stuff. I don't mind sharing with you. I don't mind letting you know something, because that's, hey, one of the reasons I'm here is for us to learn together and grow together. And so I do my DIY gardening table channel for a purpose. And the purpose is that, not size I was bored, but the purpose is because I want us to be educated and grow. And I'm going to talk about the Lord regardless I'm on this channel or my ministry channel. But I do encourage you guys to come over to my ministry channel, because this Tuesday afternoon or evening, Tuesday evening rather, and Wednesday night, we'll be ministering off of my PK Ministry channel. You might see it as the New Birth Center PKM Ministry, or it might just come up PKM Ministry channel. Just depends on which one that comes up in that has Google's had it listed. Well, YouTube got it listed. And I will be ministering on that station. I do encourage you guys to come over, help support it as well. What I mean by help support it is, I mean, come and help subscribe to that channel. You're by subscribing, hitting the notification bell, give me thumbs up, and then commenting and liking it, as well as following me, then you would get it. You would get the best of both worlds. You're gonna get it here too, but you get the best of both worlds. You would get the gospel of Jesus Christ. I'm actually doing a study on the book of Revelation, so this is very insightful. And I do encourage and welcome every person to come to the broadcast as well. And then also be able to come in, and you can go back and look at some of the other broadcasts that I have been doing on the book of Revelation as also. I do encourage you to do that also, but definitely come over, like, subscribe, and submit, and follow me. Follow me on this channel as well, as we gather up and grow. I'm still sweating. As we gather up and grow together, I believe in having a source of understanding for every part of life. And so you get the best of everything, because I open up and share my life, my learning, my abilities, and I talk about the presence and power of God and how he used me to be a living example for other people. So I definitely encourage you guys to come on over. Definitely hit the like button, hit the notification bell for this channel. Please subscribe to this channel as well. And then also share it with other people. Let other people know, hey, he's on again. Look what he's doing in his yard. Look how he did this. And I will actually take you guys on a tour with me as I go and purchase the stuff, so you can see the bargains that I get. And I'll give you a good bargain right now. At Lowe's a couple of weeks ago, and I'm not sure if they still have it, but Lowe's here in Meridian, and you can probably check the Lowe's in your local area, wherever you're from. They had, and this is how I got the mulch. It was 5 bags of mulch for $10. That was $2 a bag. And so, and they had brown, red, and black. I didn't want the other two, because after I did the research on it, a lot of time they put more dye in the reds and black than they do in the brown. And being around food, you don't want all those dye and all those colors. When I water this, the brown doesn't come off. It actually will go down into the brown. So having the brown mulch is well, and I did it in sections. I bought spent $10 on the 5 bags 1 week, $10 the next week, $10 the next week. And so that's 15 bags. Actually, I got 17 bags because I bought 2 extra bags. So that was 17 bags of mulch, brown mulch, that I only spent $32 for, or $34 for. 17 bags, $34. Now, they originally are $3.87 per bag. Some of them is $4.50 per bag. With a brown bag, the brown mulch, I think it was like $4.98 per bag. So you figured 17 to 18 bags of brown mulch at $4.89 or $3.89. And you would be well up in the hundreds on that versus $32 $34. Bargains like that. Amazon. I went to Amazon and I was looking for some raised beds. Went on Amazon, checked them out. Didn't really do much about it and stuff. Really didn't do much about it and stuff. I went back. When did that? Sorry, y'all. I was trying to come in the house with me. I went back, and Amazon has this little thing. If you're Amazon Prime member, it'll show you. It have a little thing where it pops up here, and it'll send you stuff that you don't looked at. Well, I went to Amazon, and it popped up and sent me a link for the raised beds. I looked at like several different raised beds, and really just a bunch of them caught my eye, but the price. Yeah. So on this particular one, I had through my Amazon card, I had credit built up on my Amazon card where I was paying it off and everything, and then plus I had a $70 gift card that I didn't know Amazon Prime gave me. I kept getting these Amazon things, and I really wasn't going in and taking a look at it. And I decided, well, something they keep sending me this. Let me open this thing and look at it. And I opened it up and looked, and it was $70 gift card through Amazon. It wasn't mailed to my home. It was actually done digital. And so I went in, purchased the item, used the $70 discount, then turned around and used they gave another 10 and 15% discount off the item. And this is not a prescription. This is not a subscription. This is a discount from Amazon Prime. So I had a $70 gift card, the 15% off on the 2x2x4 bed, and then it was another 25% off on one bed and another 30% off on the other bed. So I went in and I added those items in under Amazon Prime. And when the total came up, now it was like originally with the beds, they was $69, and then the other bed was like, I think it was $69. The other one was like 30 something, so that was $99. And then it was something that some netting and all that I got with it. So it came out to be like $120 some. That's what it would have been if I would have had to pay it. But because of the discounts and all the other things and getting it on the sale and Amazon putting it on sale and they got it on sale, and then the company that do it itself got it on sale, the items that I purchased was $37. $37. And they are beautiful sitting outside. $37. Now, of course, again, that's bargain shopping. I'm not an impulse buyer. I didn't buy it immediately. That's a bargain shopper. Same thing applied to the seeds. I went to Dollar Tree. Now I went to Walmart, looked at their seeds. Their seeds are ridiculous high. The same seeds that I got out there, I got from Dollar Tree for $1. 4 packs of seeds, 4 packs of seeds for $1.25. 4 pack. 1 pack of seed at Walmart was $1.97, and it depends on which one I got. Some of the other one was $2.97. A couple of other ones was $3.97, $4.97. That's at Walmart. Went to Lowe's, their package of seeds was $4.97. Went to Marvin's, their package of seeds. Their package of seeds was $5.97 up to between $5.97 up to $7.97. So I just hopped my little happy self right on back in the car and went right on back over there to Dollar Tree and bought me some packs of seeds for $1.25. I didn't buy just 4 packs. I bought 4 packs. So 4 packs was $1.25. So 4 of them for $1.25. The tax $1.35. So I got all the seeds that I was looking for in the other one and got all of those seeds for $1.25. Didn't even spend over $15. I mean, it actually wasn't even over $10 for all the seeds that I got out of Dollar Tree. and they're growing outside. So bargain. I'm a bargain shop. I don't bargain. Another bargain I did, even like on the wood. Now the wood is poles I got. Each pole was like um there was $2 and no, there was $3.97 for each pole. What is that? That's what they said at the thing. When I got to the register and I asked the lady, well, how much these poles are? And she said, I said the sign said $3.97. And she said, oh, well, that's what it is. But when she rung it up, it was actually $1.97 for each one of the poles. So I saved $2 per pole, which is real good. So that was at Lowe's, and then of course the other thing I bought some other stuff. I bought now the fence was at its regular price, which was $21. Again, I shopped around on that fence. I just didn't go with the first impulse on the fence. I shopped in because I wanted a particular type. I wanted to see how large it was, how long it was, what it was going to do. And so, and it was the price. It was $21. So I know that when I go back and get another fence, it's going to be $21. I know that. But fence is high and expensive anyway. So, and plus it's summertime, so fence is always high. And it'd probably won't be real high in the wintertime because it's off season. But ain't too much stuff roaming in the wintertime anyway. If a deer come in your yard, you know, hey, it comes. Because you ain't really doing too much in the winter anyway. Unless you're doing winter plants, then that's something different. And so those are just some of the little things that I done just to give you guys an idea of how you can go in and do stuff. Like I said, I'm not an impulse buyer. When I buy it, you can rest assured it is something that I'm definitely going to use. It's something I'm definitely going to put in there. And and then of course I buy, and I do a lot of stuff according to the scripture. So I bring everything before the Lord. A lot of people don't do that. They're like, I don't think God is really interested in this, but I beg to differ because the scripture said in all things give God praise, acknowledge him. And so I bring it to his attention. I talk with him about it, conversate with him about it. Now, whether God sit there and say, Ken, I really care. I think you should do this. That's a lot. Because God even gave me an idea on how to map out the yard. He even gave me a dream about it and showed me in the dream what blocks to get, what wood to get, and how to map it out and everything. And you've been thinking God is not into all of that, but he really is. He loves the praise. He loves the stuff that you do. And anytime you can praise and glorify his name in the midst of things so that he can be happy, trust me, he does. He loves it. He wouldn't take time to show you this stuff and give you these ideas and put these vision, these dreams and insight in your life if it wasn't to give him praise and honor. And so those are just some of the things that he does. So, I just wanted to come share this tonight with you guys. I actually came to share about that, and I started talking about everything else. But I wanted to share that and let you guys know what it means to really build up something and work with something and have something. Make sure you give God praise in everything you do. Make sure you honor him. Make sure you come before his presence and his power. If you haven't repented today, repent today. Talk to him. Spend time in his presence, communicating with him. Hey, ask him, Lord, what did you want me to do in the morning? How you want me to do? What you want me to do at work? Who you want me to be a witness to? You want to be the witness to my family members, my friends, my loved one, my co-workers. What you want me to do? Ask him what do you want, and wait for his answer, not yours. His answer, and then I'll operate on it as well. So you guys, again, please like, subscribe, follow me here on this channel, my DIY Garden to Table channel, and then also follow me on my PKM Ministry channel as well. And I do have another channel coming out later, which is called As a Poet Speak. It's based upon a book that I wrote, and it actually be based upon all my books that I wrote, and that'll be one I have coming out in the future. So you guys be very encouraged today. Y'all have a rest of your awesome afternoon and everything, and enjoy yourself and have great fun. But above everything, have fun, laughter, The Bible said laughter is medicine to the soul. So have some laughter, start laughing and having fun. And you're going to see me bring out a little bit more. I will come back again, probably maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, with my DIY, possibly Monday, if the Lord say so, on one of those days, and bring back again the glory of how God is doing stuff in my life and with the garden and different stuff on that nature, because I want you to actually see it in the daytime as well. So y'all guys have an awesome and great afternoon. I'll definitely come back when I got my fence up and show you that as well. And y'all have an awesome and great afternoon. And just remember, bargain shop. Look around. Don't be an impulse buyer. Get it in the beginning. Y'all have a good night. Peace.